Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This play's pretty insane right now. I'm currently in it, but see how this thing does. Expecting a red day from the market. Market doesn't look great at all, so doesn't look too good at the moment, so I don't expect much to happen today. We'll always find a play, I'm not too worried, but just in terms of the overall market, I think it will be red today. NKLA, this is good. I like this NKLA. Similar plays, guys. You guys will notice that with these streams, right, that I do, and also people in the Discord know that I pretty much play the same plays over and over again. Unless they're not running, I don't really trade them, simply because the reason why I trade the same stocks over and over again is just because I know how the plays play out, and it's just easy for me to trade rather than trying to find something that I hope will run eventually and those kind of things. So I just like to play what I have in front of me, and if I see the old runners running, then I kind of just jump into those plays. So that's kind of my way of going into these trades. So you can see here on the left, these are just my setups at the moment. FFIE, I do like this. I'm waiting for 545 break above. If we don't get that, then there will be no entry on that trade on FFIE. So this is the only mover at the moment, this AVGR. I'm not too sure what the news is or anything on this. Let me have a look. AVGR. Sub 1 mil. Damn, small float again. Yeah, this should definitely be on watch for everyone. So we can simply just mark this 747. Why 747? Because the high of the day. That's the only reason why. There's no other reason why I'm trying to look for this break above. 747. So this is the line here. We break 747. We have this room to. Can put $9 here. So that would be our next room. If we're trying to look at it here, I'm just going to chart some key levels that I see. So 610. So there are going to be big levels. The price range is going to be different just because, simply because of the run up that I had this morning, right? We can see that it opened up here, what was it, $4, and then it ran all the way up. So there's going to be a huge price range, but this is just key levels to watch at the moment. So $4 is your psychological level that you have as support. Here's 525. Then you have 610, 675, and then 747, which is high, and then all the way up to $9, which just has room to. So we'll see how this one does in a few, probably like 30 minutes or so towards open. But at the moment, I don't know, I wouldn't really be jumping into this, although it is the only play that's kind of running. It's probably below VWAP now as well, isn't it? Yeah, so it's below VWAP and the 9 EMA, so it doesn't look too great at the moment. I'd rather just wait for 610 reclaim. That's how I would watch this play. GNS. Personally, for GNS, I wouldn't touch it. It's under $1, so that's just my analysis on it. Look here, you can see what's happening, right? It used to hold $1 here. It was an area of support. I mentioned this on Friday, right? Hold and then push up, hold, push up. You can see that it's slowly well, it is respecting this downtrend, which it is currently in. It's on the psychological level. It's below this level now, so it's very, very, very bearish. So I wouldn't be jumping into this trade at all, in my opinion. Your next area of support is simply just this level here, 8785. So if I was to look for an entry on this, where would it be? Simply 109. That's it. No other entry. I tried to take this on Friday, but I got stopped out on this. I just have my stop loss at like 99 cents or something, but it's just it's not a great chart at the moment, so there's no reason to be jumping into it, in my opinion, at the moment. I would only just wait for 109, but if you want to try and take some under $1, you're more than welcome to. Here's your stop loss. Oops, sorry, 0.88. 0.88 is should be your next area of support, just because of here. So simply because it's breaking below here, now we should expect it to push down here until it breaks above. So yeah, it's just simple. You can see there the downtrend, right? That's all. I just scalped this one earlier. this RDHL, but I'm going to wait and see if we can get 115 break next on this. It is kind of holding this $1 psychological level that I have marked here. So we'll see if this does hold into open, because this will be a good level if it does. If it goes below that, then probably push down, I don't know, all the way down to 88.88. NKLA, I definitely keep this one on watch, although it is only up 3%. We know this one has potential to move as well. Yeah, I like this one. I know a lot of people are also watching Mullen. Since it is under $1, I don't really pay too much attention to it. So for me, your 0.75 is your next level on this Mullen, M-U-L-N. Hollow, I do like this play. Just at the moment, you can see on the 15-minute, there's not too much volume at the moment, but you can see that there is setting up for a falling wedge at the moment, but the volume isn't quite there for it to break above. But if you want to try and take this does look like a setup at the moment. It's just a bit risky, like I said, because of the volume. That's the only reason why. So 143 is what I'm waiting for on this. Hopefully we can get this above it, because I do like this setup a lot and this trade. So I'll post this one on chart, so watch for break above. So this is looking very, very good. This is hollow 15-minute chart. So this is a bullish chart. Obviously we have the falling wedge pattern. Although it is low volume, I still do trust this. You got to trust it that it will break above, expecting break above. SoFi, let me have a look at SoFi. I don't use MACD, RSI, and all of that. No, I do day trade. I'm a day trader slash scalp, I guess. So I don't really. All I use is literally EMAs and VWAP. That's it. I don't complicate my trading. You can probably see by my charts how simple and easy they are to pretty much read. I feel like the more you use is obviously better for the confluences, which I totally agree. But I've kind of found my strategy works best when I just use those two indicators best. Obviously each to their own. If you trade options, obviously you need a lot more, because it's a lot more difficult to trade options. You need more confluences with that. But in my opinion, I just kind of keep it simple. You should just keep your trading simple. There are loads of strategies out there. You just got to find which one works best for you. And for me, it's just using the least amount of indicators as possible, to be honest. So I just use VWAP and EMAs. That's all I use. SoFi, let me have a look at SoFi. Sometimes I swing trade, yeah, but the market hasn't really given me any setups to swing trade. I gave a couple a few months ago on Twitter for you guys as well, on the in my Discord. But I look through some of the larger caps, or just less volatile setups for swing trades. But I really don't really give them that much, because I noticed that not working out as well, and I find that the day trade alerts that I give are much more successful. So swing trading in this market at the moment, for me, for my strategy that I use, it's a little difficult. It hasn't been working out as well as I expect, so that's why I just simply don't give alerts on that. But obviously some people have strategies that work for them for swing trades, but for me, I haven't really taken too much time to focus on that. I focus more on my day trade setups, because that's where I kind of make my most money. For me, it's just a psychological thing. I don't really like holding plays overnight. Until the market does get better, then I will obviously start to look into that. But at the moment, I haven't really been spending too much time on it, to be honest with you. But I don't mind sharing my views on charts, and that my technical analysis is pretty good. In terms of setups, I do give pretty much accurate setups for everyone in the Discord as well, in terms of larger caps that they like as well. So if they have any questions or something, or if you have any questions, I don't mind sharing a chart. But in terms of entry, stop loss and all that, it's I just stay away from it, to be honest, at the moment. So this is SoFi. We can see this is a bullish chart, right? So why is this a bullish chart? Simply because we have an ascending triangle. So ascending triangle is a bullish chart pattern, meaning that we expect this to break above. So we expecting break above trend line. So this one, I mean, you could technically I gave this as a swing trade in the Discord, and I think also I gave it on Twitter for you guys a couple months back. But this is a kind of trade I guess you could try and swing trade this, simply because it's not too volatile, right? 10% moves on too much. That's my maximum stop loss on these trades. 10% stop loss, 10% first target. And then simply just trusting this trend line where I expect this to break above. So this is the wrong tool. So if we're looking at this, what I expect to happen, I expect this to happen, break above, push, and then push to 960 level. So far, I mean, this is technically a swing entry if you wanted to try and take it at the moment. I don't know when, I don't think they have earnings anytime soon. I think they had it like a couple months ago. MCOM, not really a fan of this. Trying to avoid this play. Yeah, so this is MCOM. Yeah, this is definitely not my style of play. I know a lot of you guys like playing these sub $1 even. This is 8 cents. So yeah, I personally would just avoid this play completely. However, I'm not sure if you guys know anything about this play, so maybe you're getting in earlier than others. So pre-market. So this is the 4-hour chart, right? So we can say it's in an uptrend, but I would look for the 0.083 break above. Apart from that, I wouldn't really be paying too much attention on it. Yeah, I mean, I have, like I said with the swing trades, I already haven't like dedicated myself to try and find swing trades. I feel like my day trades are good enough for me at the moment. But if anyone does have any questions about it, I don't mind helping you guys with any setups. Let me have a look. Some other one asked COSM. I really like this COSM setup actually. So we're looking at COSM here. It is up 3%. There's a breakout on this. So let me just share this chart. So you guys can see here, this is a pretty nice setup on this. We know what the potential of this is. We know we've seen this run before. And then obviously we can expect this to continue to push. So since there was a breakout here, right, I wanted this to break above 145. That's what I'm ideally looking for at the moment. So if we can get above that, then I will be very happy. Hold that into open 145, then we have all the way up to 159, and then 172 is your next level on that. So we'll keep an eye on this one for sure. I would just keep this on the watch list because it's a former runner, so it's just something to have on the watch list now. Let's have a look at some other plays. A lot of sub $1 stocks are moving. I've noticed that a lot. I don't know if it's a theme or anything going on. I know it used to be, but it's just the thing with those it's just very volatile, and also you never really know what's going to happen with them throughout the day as well. So they're more scalp trades. I would never ever hold these overnight. Offerings and all that kind of stuff usually happens after hours with those, or pre-market. AVGR, we can see now, look on the 5-minute, it's finding an area of support, so we can put this level here. So $5 we can put as your support level, right? Put this here, we can put this yellow. So now we can see that although it is still in downtrend, right, we can start to see that it pulled back here, and now it's held this level, $5. And let's see if it can push back up now. So we need it to reclaim. It has held $5, or the 9EMA. Ideally, you want it above VWAP next, but you can see that this has found an area of support now at $5, right? So here, this $5 support level. This is AVGR that I'm looking at. So I'll post this one now on Twitter for you guys as well. So pre-market, this is AVGR. It's a 1-minute chart. So we can see key support levels. Obviously the orange line that I put as a key for you guys on my Twitter. You need to look for that 610 reclaim. And then obviously we have 675 is that big level. So 675 break is a big level. So obviously with this, right, we can see that the price range is so huge. We can see that there's a what, $5 and $6.10. Okay, so we can clearly see that there's a huge price range, as I mentioned. So we can, how much is this exactly? So that's a 7 to 18% move, right, between these levels, but simply because of how volatile it was when the news came out. So even that 10-minute candle here, look, 475 to 747. So what, $3 move in less than 10 minutes. So that's a pretty big move that we can see on that. I don't like how COSM didn't retest. COSM. Yeah, so right now there's no volume on it at the moment. If I was to reach out this, if we can remove this here, we can remove this here. We just have some new levels, so we can push this up here. So 123, we can move this to, what's this level? 135. So 135, and then, I mean, instead of 145, you want to be very accurate, you can put 148 over there. And then obviously the reason why I have 159 is simply because of that high on the 12th. And then now we can see that's pushed up. But if we're looking at on the 1 hour, it looks good. 4 hour, it's still looking good. It bounced off this huge 123 support level. 30-minute, it's not really got much volume, as I mentioned, but it's just kind of consolidating in this level at the moment. So if you're trying to trade within this range, it's very difficult. It's almost impossible to know what's going to happen. That's why you need to wait for confirmation, and that's why I would wait for 148 break on that one. Let's see what else is moving. AVGR, this one's slowly moving up now. Oh, it's holding this level, $5. So if it breaks below 5, then you have 404. That's the next level that I have. LIFW, let's have a look at this one. So LIFW, we can see this was support before. We can move this to 0.12. So I'm just going to put some new levels on this so we can have the orange here. 0.24. I would have this on watch. This was up 230%. So this is definitely a mover. It is a sub $1 stock, but for those who do like trading these, I definitely think it's a good idea to keep this on watch. It's running right now as well, so I would keep this one on watch. I will post some levels as well. So you have this 2.4 and then you have 2.75. So these would be your levels for now, just to focus on. We can see here now, if we're looking on, we can do the 30-minute. We can see 30 minutes, so there's the area of support, right? Now we can see what else has happened. There's the trend line break over here, right? So now you needed to break above this level, 177, and then these are your next levels that I have marked on it. So let me just post this because I know someone just asked for it on Twitter as well. So we have pre-market. We have LIFW, this is the 30-minute chart, right? So it's a bullish chart. Why? Because there's a breakout of the trend, there's a trend reversal, okay? And now we need to look for break above this purple line, which is 0.17770. So that's your next level to break above. Hold this level, then push to 2.4, and then 2.75 is your next level. On that, so there's your perfect levels on that. If you guys have any other charts, feel free to post them. I will, if you have any tickets, sorry, and then I'll post some charts for you guys whilst we're at it. Let me have a look at this. I really like FFIE. It's still the good thing about this play, the reason why I like this play is because if you see what's happened here, right, you can see that it's broken above, right, simply broken above this $5 psychological level. It pulled back to this level around here, 505, $5. And then after that, you can see that it's starting to push to the upside, right? Although it is struggling to break this 545 level, we still do like this setup because it is holding the psychological level. So closer to $5, the better. You can look for possible entries, but at the moment, I would just patiently wait it out on this. Since it is Monday, I did mention at the start of the stream, I do expect the market to be red today. It doesn't look too great in my opinion. So just take it easy today. Take it easy. SPY is pretty much even at the moment. And then what else is there? Yeah, so SPY, NKLA. Keep an eye on this NKLA, guys. I do like this setup a lot. So the reason I say that is because NKLA, if we look at it right now, it is broken above this consolidation zone that I've marked. And then obviously you want it to break above the 1.28 at the moment. So 1.28 is the high pre-market. Break above that, hold, and then you have 1.36 next as your next level on that CVKD. So this is a play, I mean, yeah, it's, you look at this is on the 4-hour look. There's absolutely no volume on this play at all. If I'm looking at right now, you can simply see what's happening. It's in a downtrend, right? So I personally don't trade stocks that are in downtrend, and even stocks more so that have no volume at all. It's just difficult to trade these just because of the lack of volume, right? So it doesn't really respect as much of the trend lines as you expect. So I still can give you the levels, no problem, but in terms of a trade to try and take this, I personally would just avoid it. There's thousands of other better setups in my opinion to take than this. 0.85 is your break, and then you have here 9305, and then you could put this all the way to $1. That could be your next level here. So that's your level there. If you want to be, you could say it's technically a falling wedge, but it's just got not, this doesn't have enough volume for me in my opinion. Unless you know that there's some, I don't know, news coming out, FDA news or something. I'm assuming it's a pharmaceutical. That's all. The best thing to do, guys, if you like day trading, just trade the stocks with most volume. Don't try and find a gem, a hidden gem, or something that you see someone tweeting or find on Reddit, because most times you'll probably lose on those trades, in my opinion. Just play the trades that you see running at basically pre-market, keep them on your watch list, and if any of them are running still at open, then you can keep those plays and you'll narrow it down. You'll have probably 10 at the start of the day pre-market. Then at open, maybe only 3 of the 10 start or hold their position or hold their levels. Then you can start to play those ones. Because if you're trying to find a play like this and hope that it's going to run, you're going to be sitting there for days, weeks, months, I don't know, whenever this thing's going to eventually move. So, and then you never know what's going to actually, which way it's going to move either. So that's just my take on it. Just make it easier for yourself, right? Just to play the ones with higher volume. So you can still say this is a bullish chart. It's got a falling wedge pattern, but it is extremely low volume. Low volume. On CVKD. So yeah, that's CVKD. I'll be here for like 5 more minutes, guys. I'll go over my watch list and then I'm gonna head into the Discord. Let me just send out the link. Someone just asked for it as well. So here's the link if you guys want to join the Discord. We give live day trading. Live day trading's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we also do. We also give you guys live, obviously live day trades, entry, stop loss, targets, all that kind of thing, and then live seminars as well. So feel free to join if you would like to. We have some spots open. Once they're gone, we pretty much close the Discord for that. AVGR, here's AVGR now. So look what happened with AVGR, right? So what I pretty much what I mentioned here, you can see that the first thing I noticed is that it held the $5 psychological level. Okay, that's a big thing. It's a big level to hold. Okay, after that, we can now see that we got a bullish engulfing candle here, and then we can start to see it push to the upside. So $5 to $6 there is a $1 move, and pretty nice. That was a pretty nice move on that, actually. I actually like that setup. Gonna keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on this play. It's the only one that's kind of running at the moment, and the only setup that I do like. So in my opinion, I think it's best to just wait it out on this one, because if you wanted that initial move, you wanted it over that around that $5 level that I did post. So let's see what it can do here. So we can see now it is starting to reverse. 610 is your next level. Need a green candle close above that, then you have 675 is next, so AVGR. So I like that it held this $5 level. So now you can simply, all you have to do now is just mark that $5 level as your area of support, because all you need to do with this is, because you can see here, since it's $5, it's a bit, like I say, $5, $6, $7, even you can do the 650, 550, those kind of psychological levels. Keep an eye on those whenever you're in a trade, because what happens is it either can reject that or break above. So this one, an example here, is a prime example of pullback to $5 here, and then it held $5 here, and then we can start to see it push to the upside, right? Now you can see what's an area of resistance is basically the $6 here. We can see it's rejected here, here, and then all this rejection here. So we need it to break above. That is not a break above this candle right here, this green one. Why? Because it's just a wick above, right? So you need it to break above, hold this level, and then push to the upside. So that's what you can watch on this play here on AVGR. So COSM's trying to move up now, which is good to see. So it's above that 148 level, or it's trying to get above that 148. RDHL, it's under $1 now. It's looking very weak on this. Thanks, bro, I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to just keep my charting as simple and clear as possible so everyone can read it, because if I'm having everything on my charts, right, it's just gonna confuse everyone, and that's why I know a lot of people struggle with charting and they make it look so difficult when in fact it's very, very simple. So all I do is mark the key areas, support, resistance, and then just identify what trend it is, that's all. So COSM's moving right now, which is good to see. All right, I'm gonna go to my watch list and I'm gonna head into the Discord. So the first play, we can keep an eye on RDHL here, sorry. I won't be looking at it now unless it breaks above $1 and holds that level. Then I will obviously start to watch it again. You guys know I don't play sub $1 stocks, so that's why I avoid these. But it is up 16% if it does hold this level. I'm looking for 115 ideally to break above on RDHL. AVGR, this is probably the top play at the moment. It's open. If nothing's running, this will probably run and everyone will jump into this. So this might be a great play to look at. Do not chase this play at open. If it runs, always wait for a pullback. Okay, the play will always come down. It's not going to keep going up, up, and up, right? It's going to pull back. If it pulls back, it will pull back to probably around the VWAP level. NKLA, we know the potential of this play. It ran nicely this whole of last week, and then we can see that it's broken above this 122 consolidation level. We need 128 next on that. COSM, I like this into open. It's actually running right now as we speak. It's breaking above that 148 level, and now we expect 159 and then 172 on this. So this might be a top watch into open as well. FFIE, I like this play. It is a lot of slower play, and the only issue with this is that it's been struggling to break 545 level for a while. So breaks above that level, then you should be fine up to 575 next. SQL, this is a higher price stock, but I have $18 as your support level on this. CGC, they dropped a placement, so obviously that's why it came down. I don't know, we'll see what happens with this, but it might run back up, but at the moment I'm not really too focused on it. So I'm kind of just focused on, I guess, COSM and AVGR are my top plays. Apart from that, there's nothing really else that I see worth grabbing. If you guys can do me a favor, just before I head out, if you can just like the stream if you haven't, and also subscribe if you haven't as well. For those who are new, we will be posting videos on here. I'll be doing my trade reviews on here so you guys can learn and understand why I took the trades, and I'll have annotations and everything on there as well. So I think it'll be very helpful for you guys. But if you could do that, I would really appreciate it. Remember guys, today's Monday. The market doesn't look too great at the moment, but just make sure you keep your stop loss on all your trades. It's very, very important to do so, right? So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Trade well. And obviously if the market is not good, just chill out and wait for your setup there. If it's not there, just do not take it, all right? Perfect, Johnny. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. TTO, oh yeah, let me look at TTO quickly. I know some people are in this. TTO here. So yeah, TTO looks good. So I had this on the larger time frame. I had this falling wedge here. We actually broke above it finally today. And then on the 5 minute, we had a falling wedge here. We broke above this. you need this. If you can break above this 0.4, these are your next levels here, these light blue levels. So that's where you guys can get next on that. So yeah. Yeah, we do have spots for the Discord. You can join. The link is there. I'll send it to you as well if you want to join. All right, so here's the link if you guys want to join as well. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for listening, guys. See you tomorrow.